Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This is this is the channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into it. So this is week 42. I know it looks like I didn't upload week 41. I do still have the trading plan for last week up on my charts, so we can kind of talk about it. This can kind of go a little long. I don't know what happened. Had some uploading issues, but let's look at how the last week was and this upcoming week. Okay, let's look at NAS. So last week it was a real volatile week. Their news came out. Uh, see, we had some areas marked here. This was the range we were looking to work in to see if price was going to go up or down. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly, the month is bullish. Weekly, past 2 weeks of the month have been bullish. You see, however, we got this like large stem here, large stem here. So right now, if you look at the month, it's kind of like a push. It's getting kind of medium size. We got nice wicks on each side. So in essence, what I'm saying is you can see looking at the weekly, market's kind of sideways right now, right? It's not really going up or down, but it's sideways. However, that gives us somewhat of an advantage where we can kind of look at a situation and say with high probability price will move within that range, right? So last week we got started really strange, right? So if we look at our daily, this was our range for our daily right here. Go down to the 4 hour, you see like the week just jumped in. There's a big gap right here. So the gap down, you see, it just slowly started creeping up, and it pretty much hit all of our, well, excuse me, all of um, the price points that we were looking at the imbalances, and we pulled our imbalances from over here. So look at our 4 hour. Let me zoom out a little bit. You can see we're looking for price to come right back up here to this area. We saw that there was a gap. Excuse me, not a gap, but imbalance was still right here. And I put the objective and the goal is to come up to here to 153.41. That was our goal and objective. Um, again, here it was printing right side ranges. We got a nice start out about midday, and especially midweek, it just kind of took off. And what was it? The last 2 days of the week, it kind of like reset itself, came back here into this imbalance, and you see where we are right now. So um, let's go ahead and clean this up, and let's look at what the week upcoming looks like. Okay, again, we like to start from scratch, right? So looking at the month, we have a bullish month. So weekly, same thing. We past 2 weeks for the month have been bullish. We have a wick here that says even though it's bullish, there was a lot of sales last week. So just kind of be understanding and keep in mind. So for the range, this is the range we're going to be working in right now. So we go here for the daily. Price has been moving within this range. Right now, I don't see anything that's like popping out to me other than this imbalance right here. Where price hasn't really come back all the way like that. That's cleaned up, right? So hold on, 4 hour. Price came right back to here. This is it right here. That's not it. We have this imbalance, and you know that's only from back out to daily, so I can get this looking properly. There you go. So we're looking for price to come all the way back down here into this imbalance area here. If we look at on the 4 hour here, it's a little left as well here. Maybe not. Yeah, that whatever's left is real small. However, it's the wick, so we're really looking for price to like the actual body of the candle to fulfill here. Now, mind you, let's take a look, and we got a 4 hour candle with no wick up here. Let me see, do a little bit more deep dive. So it's there on the hour as well. It's there on the hour as well. 30 minute. So the likelihood you see here on the 30 minute, there's a lot of imbalances. So the likelihood that it's gonna come back up here and clean this up is high. So that's what we're gonna look at. We're gonna look for price to come back up here and clean this up. So even though was a small gap down here, excuse me, not a small imbalance down here and down here. Um, we're gonna watch, especially tomorrow, see what price does, and see. We don't know exactly when it's gonna take this come back to this candle with no wick. So we're gonna kind of keep an eye on it. My thoughts are it's gonna come back down and then continue up. Again, it's been a bullish month. We got some highs here. It broke this high. Here's the pullback, right? Up, down, back up. It's textbook. Textbook. Get that pullback. Textbook. So the question is, where's price going to come to? That's what we're really looking at. Question is, where's price going to come to? And we have those two places on the 4 hour where price could potentially come to and then continue up. And from price gapping down like this and never really cleaning this up, my thoughts are that price is going to come back into this area before continuing up. So right now we're looking for price to excuse me, close. Excuse me. All right. So we're looking for price to come below 1498. Excuse me, 149.88. We're looking for price to come below that and then continue up. And definitely this will be, let's see right here. This is a nice TP right here, right? Because we're going to look for price to break that high. So and once it breaks that high, we're going to look for it to come back again and then continue up again. However, right now for NAS, that's a nice TP. We're looking for price to come back all the way into 148.27 and then continue up. It may not get all the way back down here. Again, that's the reason why I said we were looking at this small imbalance right here. So, and for it to probably consolidate and then continue up. But these are the two areas that we'll be looking at for price to come to. So we're looking at 149.31. Then down here is 148.28. So we're going to be looking for confirmation that price is going to continue up in one of these two areas. We might get some sideways action here. If we don't see price closed below, what is this here? We don't see price close below 148.71, then we know it's going to continue up. So yeah, so that's the plan. If we don't see price close below here, if it does close below 148.70, then we know it's probably going to come into this area before continuing up. Okay, so that's NAS. Let's go over to gold. Okay, let's take a look at gold. So what we have here, this is our daily. So for daily, our range was huge, right? And gold did not disappoint. Gold did not disappoint. It had a nice gap start this week, last week, and you see got support here. Went on ahead and broke this high that it set. Had a new high, just started creating right side ranges, right? And then we see on the last day it just kind of took off, right? There was plenty of opportunities in here. If you snipe, there's plenty of opportunities in here to get, nice little 6 to 1, 8 to 1. It was a couple little, couple little things here. So and you see price came right back up here to test this a resistance. So we're gonna see what price is gonna do this week, right? So what you see here is the support. See, this is like my first TP. It came here, had a pull back, and then just took off, right? That's on the daily. 4 hour, you can kind of see a little bit better the reason why it did what it did, right? So you see here this imbalance. What did price do? Move right here, clean up this imbalance, got a pull back and took off, right? Took off, hit this next imbalance, touched that, pulled back, and then took off again, right? So it was like textbook. It was textbook. Okay, so you see what type of imbalance was left last week, especially with that daily candle. So, be honest with you, I'm still looking for price to continue up. I don't know how far it's going to come back. However, we can take a look at what would be a high probability area for it to come to. All right, we're starting from scratch here. Monthly, huge bullish candle. Weekly, same thing. We had one bearish, which you see that's a swing candle now because we have this large bullish candle. They just kind of cleaned up that imbalance from the previous week, right? These two areas. That's exactly why that trend line was there last week, right? Came right back into that area, cleaned that up, took out that high. So right now we're looking for price to continue up. So so where would it go to? Where is it going to? Let's look at a weekly. So our next high is right here. We're looking for price to take out this high. I think it's done. It cleaned up this gap here. Came right back into it. Cleaned that up. Got support and took off. We have been waiting for that for weeks. Remember that? We were waiting for that for weeks. Look how many weeks. It's like 2 months. We're waiting for that to clean that up. So you see this, we had a strong candle to clean this up. However, it did leave some imbalances. So with that being said, we have a new gap on the daily down here. And we have these imbalances that cleaned up. But let's see what it left. It left along its way where price could potentially come back to. So it's a couple areas here. Of course, we have this gap down here. So price could potentially come back all the way down to here. This is on the 4 hour. Let's not focus there. But we know definitely price is going to come back down here at some point. Price is going to come back to there at some point. However, again, we looking for price to come up to this area here. What's this? 1945. Right now, we got price movement in this. This is our range right now. So looking at that range, if price does not close below 1867, that's the bottom of this triangle, then it's not going to go any further down. It we probably won't hit this trend line here at, what is this? 1845. So if we don't get a close below here, like a nice hour close below, maybe even a 4 hour, we probably won't take out this gap and it'll continue up. With that being said, where's price going to come back to? We got, this is, for me, this is like perfect, right? We got 1, a 2, and 3. And this is on the 4 hour. We got like 3 areas. Now this is how the candle closed, the last 4 hour candle closed here. So we actually got like 4 areas for it to come back to. So for me, this is like prime opportunity for the market to clean itself up before continuing up. And we got 4 areas of imbalance. These 2 are more strong, right? Let's go look at it on the hourly. See, we got here, very small wick on this candle. This area, not so much. It's the reason why, you have to drill down. You got to look at everything as a whole. When we look at that, price coming back in, price might just come back here and continue up, right? Or we got this imbalance here. Yeah, this imbalance is more like this here. So we get a better picture of what's going on, right? Then we got this imbalance here, which is another one where, let me see, at some point it will clean it up. To me, it's not a strong draw. But look at this. This is the hourly. We got a candle with no wick down here. So high likelihood price is going to come all the way back down to here, this bottom rectangle. At least there's going to be a wick that drops down there. 1875 and then continue up. So that's what I'm looking to do. Now, again, exactly what I'm saying. If we get it like a hour or 4 hour close below 1923, we know it's going to continue down and clean up the rest of this imbalance. If we get that breaker structure right here, and it doesn't come all the way down to here or down to here to clean up this imbalance, we know it's got support. It's going to continue up here at 1923. You know, it'll continue up at that point. So let's just keep our eye on that. Again, we're looking for price to, let's see where price is going to go to. So see where it's going to. Yeah. It's going to stop here though first. Already kind of tried it. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, I would more so because it already broke this high. So, dang it, undo. It already broke this high. I'll say the next place the price is going to come to 1940. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for price to pull back and then continue up. Pull back, continue up. Yeah, that's our range right now. We're working in. When it comes back to clean this up, we don't know. This is daily, so that goes back to what we were looking at a while ago, right? That gap was on a daily, right? So how many days did it take to clean up that gap? Looked like somewhere around, what was the weekly? 4, 8, 12, 16, 16. I don't know why. I just 20, somewhere around 20 weeks, 5 months, somewhere around 5 months. So I'm saying that to say, whatever instrument you trade, just pay attention to certain things, right? So this gap, same gap here, actually this is larger. Um, the pull may be greater to come back and clean that up. So it might not take as many weeks. However, gold is doing strong right now. So for it to come back, you see like right here, see it gapped up, but it came right here, clean that up, and the market is destined to repeat itself, right? Ebbs and flows. So likelihood is going to come back to this area here. That's daily. Yeah, likelihood is it's probably going to come right to here. There it is. I knew I was looking for something, that confirmation. So yeah. So for a daily, we're looking for price to come right back to this area. Let's look at that 4 hour. And this is why I said, so yeah, we're not gonna even focus on this. That's why I said like price will come right back into this area, probably get a wick down that'll satisfy this and then continue up. So we're looking for price to come back into 1884 and then continue back up to 1930. And it's going to go through it's going to go to and through 1939. So it's going to go to and through 1939. So yeah. Okay, so on to British pound, Japanese yen. Same thing. Let's get active. So for the month, it's bearish. Been some nice action. Still looking for price to come back into 175.80. Clean up some of this imbalance. There's still some left down here. Look at the weekly. Yep. Let's look at our daily. So this was our range for last week. Price came right back. Cleaned up this imbalance. Dropped down. Clean up this imbalance. Hit this broke structure right here. Created a new high. Then here's your pullback, right? Pullback right into this area where there was imbalance. So we're looking for confirmation for price to continue, right? So let's clean up this. Let's clean this up, start from scratch, and see our trading plan for this week. Okay, here's our trading plan for the week for British pound, Japanese yen. So we still see monthly bearish candle, weekly got a bearish candle, had a little uptick. So looking for prices still. Looks like it cleaned up this. The weekly cleaned up this candle with no wick. Monthly bearish. Mm. Yeah, right now there's nothing saying the price is going to continue up. So we're looking for it to continue down, at least clean this up. Uh, it's been testing it a couple times, right? Been testing it a couple times. Go to daily. See, testing it a couple times. You see better here on the daily. The area's been testing, right? Then we turn around and take a look at how this is going down. Turn around, look at how it's going down. Daily. Here's our range for our daily. I want to say here, I still think that this is our range. Price is moving in. Think, yeah, it already broke this support. That lets you know right there that this support wasn't where it was going to. I already broke that support on the daily. So yeah, we see where we have imbalance, right? So we're looking for price to come back into this area here. Let's see on the daily, what does that look like? Yeah. So we got a couple places here. Price definitely come back to there. And if we look at it on the daily, see that very little small wick. So we're looking for price to. Is there some left there? I don't know. Let's take a look. Yep. Small imbalance there. So price may come all the way back up to this area. But we have this imbalance to clean up, this imbalance to clean up, and that small one there. So yeah. Look for price to come back to 182.41 and then continue down. So yeah, I would be looking for some shorts in this area. Right now, prices at a premium, which is good for us if we're looking for sales. Um, then what did we say it was going to? Yeah, this will be its first stop. So this is a TP 181.07. That should be your first TP. And more than likely, price is going to continue all the way down here. We're looking for prices to come all the way down here to 176.48. So, okay, that's our trading plan for the week. Thank you for joining. Again, this is it's the Investment Process channel on MC3, and hope you guys have a great trading week. Talk to you soon.